Hello, you are welcome. For our lesson today, we have a test to write, and this is assessment questions based on literature. And so we are going to consider poems and prose we have looked at so far. And so I will advise and encourage you to revise the prose we have read, that's on the Generous Hunter, so in the Bukhari Boys, and then some poems you have looked at: Desert Rivers, A Minor Bed, and the others. Do that before we sit for our examination next week. All right, so let's look at what we have. So for our literature test, we have questions on poem, and it's on the poem Desert Rivers by Lade Worsonu. Worsonu, Lade Worsonu. And so I'm going to read the extract and then lay emphasis on some things I think they are necessary and you should know. So they gush into bowls of seas far, far away from unaided human eyes. They gush into bowls of seas far, far away from unaided human eyes. Then question 1 says, what gushed into the sea? What gushed into the sea? Then I identify two sound devices in the extracts above. Identify two sound devices in the extracts above. Okay. So we read about this poem, or we read on this poem, and we define the rivers in the desert as ones that are hidden. And they are hidden in the sense that they have rocks lying on them, hence you can't see them. And the poem goes further to say that the fact that you cannot see them does not mean they do not exist. We also emphasize that it does not mean that we truly have rivers in the desert, because a desert is full of sand, and so it will be scarce. Okay, looking at a river and how it's supposed to flow. Okay, now we say that this rivers, or the river in the desert, is covered with rocks and it is hidden from human eyes. But yet the poem says that when it is flowing, it gushes. And we learn that the word gush means it's a forceful push. Okay, it means that it will make noise. All right. And so if the thing is hidden and it can also make noise, it means that it's not really hidden. Is that not it? So we analyze, one of the themes should be the fact that you do not see someone suffering does not mean that the person doesn't have pain. So these are some of the things we looked under the poem. Now you are asked what gushed into the sea. Then 2 says identify two sound devices. Okay, so I'll talk about the sound devices. When we say sound devices, they are devices that project or produces. They are devices that produce sounds. They produce sounds. So we mentioned some sound devices to be alliteration, onomatopoeia, repetition, assonance, consonance. Okay, these are some of the sound devices we learned about. And so when you look at just the extracts from the poem above, you are to identify two sound devices, and I'm sure this wouldn't be difficult for you to do. Okay. Then number 2 says, after the meal, they sat under the big mango tree to talk about other people. After the meal, they sat under the big mango tree to talk about other people. And the question there says, the above extract is from the story. So here you are not told where this extract is coming from. You have to tell where the story, which story the extract is being taken from. Then Ivan says, mention 2 people who sat under the big tree. I hope you can guess this. Yes, this is quite an exercise that you would have to go through to get whatever it is. So this one, I won't raise any comment on that. Then we go to the 3rd one, which is on the Generous Hunter, Kechre Akosomo nyantechi is akosomu nyantechi. And it says, analyze the extract below and answer the questions. Analyze the extract below and answer the questions. Okay, tell him I'm on my way. When he reached the palace, he met Kokotako. Okay, tell him I'm on my way. When he reached the palace, he met Kokotako. So we have this question. Then, the he in the above extra refers to dash. The he in the above extra refers to who? So who is the he there? So when he reached, the he after the when, who is that he we are talking about? Then VI, he later went to the palace. What did he go there to do? So what did the he in question go there to do at the palace? Then VI says, who is Kokotako? Who is Kokotako? All right, so this is where we will end our lesson. I wish you all the best. Stay safe. Lastly, what you do is that when you finish your work, please submit the work to my WhatsApp number. Submit the work to my WhatsApp number. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.